What is up, YouTube? Blackangled here, bringing you back more West of Loathing. Last time we left off, we were too weak and wimpy to do any of the carnival games, so we're checking out the other side of the place. This clown is a pre-assembly selling tickets to the sideshow. Talk to him. Howdy, miss. Can I interest you in the wondrous and mysterious delights of the sideshow? What all do you have in there? Secrets, mysteries, things too weird and disturbed to be witnessed by the light of day. Freaks? Not just freaks. Gosh, how much does it cost? For you, 300 meat, and for everyone else, 300 meat. Okay, I'm in. Screw it. Here you go. Enjoy. I have a feeling I'm going to be disappointed, aren't I? The sideshow tent is fairly large and packed with weird things to look at. Like all good sideshows are, a few lanterns are hanging from the ceiling, casting flickering shadows around and making everything look even more eerie. The clown is hanging around in here, presumably to keep an eye on the exhibits. He grins and nods as you enter. Come on in. Take your time. Have a good look around. Just remember to no touching. Look around, I guess. There's a lady here with her head sticking out of a hole in a large metal box. She nods politely at you. Talk to her. Hello. Hello there. Enjoying the carnival? Well, it's interesting. She smiles slightly. Yes, I'm sure it is. Can I ask you a question? Certainly. What's your name? I'm Janet. And you? I'm Lola. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too, Lola. Why are you in the box? There's a ratchet personal crescent, isn't it? No, sorry. I'm only teasing. Would you like to see what's inside? Ooh, goodness. I don't have to take you out for dinner first, or... sure, let's do it. Ah! Oh, God! Janet whistles to signal the clown, and he moses over. He unlocks the door on the front of the box and throws it open with a theatrical flourish. Inside, instead of Janet's body, you see tangled, complicated assortment of glass tubes and pipes, ticking clockwork gears and pumps. Liquids of various colors, mostly red, slosh through the tubes. A large bellows near the top inflates, then begins to slowly deflate. What do you think? Some kind of trick, right? It's horrifying. It's amazing. I've never seen anything like it. Well, I'll take that as a compliment. It's certainly educational, I imagine. The large rectangle on the left is my stomach, if you'd like to see what I had for lunch today. Examine her workings, I guess. You watch the various liquids slosh around in their tanks and pipes for a minute. Weird, gross, but it's indeed educational. You get a perk, anatomical learning. How'd this happen? Were you in some kind of terrible accident? I'm sorry, but I can't talk about that. Of course. Sorry, it must be a painful memory. Her calmly composed face creases into a very slight grimace as she shoots a sidelong glance at the clown. Yes. Well, it was nice to meet you. Oh my fucking god, it was the clowns. They did this to her. Good luck, Lola. Oh, no! I'm so sorry. They did this to you, didn't they? Bastards. How are you feeling? If you're referring to my condition, don't worry. I've grown accustomed to it, more or less. Alright, same thing. And she told me good luck, too. That's never a great sign. Oh, I feel so bad. This man is neatly dressed, though his suit is a bit threadbare and out of fashion. He's smoking a pipe and leafing through a magazine. When you stop to look at him, he nods amicably. Hello there, welcome to the sideshow. My name is Douglas. Hi, I'm Lola. Delighted to meet you. So, well, are you perhaps trying to think of a polite way to ask what's wrong with me? Yeah, you got me. Don't worry, Lola. I am in a sideshow after all. It's an obvious and natural question. Wait a minute. You said that last bit without moving your lips. Are you a ventriloquist? Not at all. Allow me to demonstrate. He stands up and turns around. His back is the same as his front. That is, his suit has been tailored with two front sides. Excuse me. And he has another face on the back of his head, with his hair cut and parted appropriately. Ta-da! As he six-packs down, his knees and other joints crack and pop loudly as they reverse themselves. Oh, God! Douglas winces slightly, though certainly not as much as you'd expect. What in the... Surprising, yes? A bit, yeah. How is that even possible? Douglas shrugs and holds his pipe up to the now back of his head so his other face can take a puff. Are you... what's the phrase? Siamese twins? Not exactly. It's difficult to describe, I'm afraid. Two minds in one body with two faces? It would be closer to the truth to say two instances of the same mind. With you, as you say, two faces. You're right. That doesn't make any sense at all. The other face chuckles, and Douglas holds his magazine behind his back. It took some getting used to. Too much is quite certain. Were you born like this? I would rather not discuss how I came to be this way, if you don't mind. Okay, sorry. No apology necessary. Your knees must be a wreck. Surgery wasn't necessary to permit them to bend in both directions. It sounds worse than it feels, I assure you. Why are you in a sideshow? With a regular suit and a haircut, you could easily pass for normal. I have a contract. Out of the corner of your eyes, you spot the clown making a gesture, but you didn't catch what it was. Douglas clears his throat. Plus, well, it's a quiet life. You know, free roam, bored, travel the world, and you meet such interesting people. Talk to you later, Douglas. Ooh, okay, there's something going on here. This guy is startling sight, even for a circus freak show. His entire head is one enormous eyeball. As you look him over, he stares back at you. Not that he's got much choice. Hello there, I'm Lola. How's it going? Ugh. Can you talk? Guess not. Take a closer look at him. You move a little to the side and lean over the ropes to get a closer look at the guy. He's basically just what he seems to be at first glance. A guy with a giant eyeball for a head. You do notice two things, though. First, he has an odd lump at the, well, what you would call the base of his skull, if he had one. A sort of crumpled, fleshy mass the size of a fist. With a squint and some imagination, it almost looks like the crushed and shriveled vestigial remains of a human head. Oh. The second thing you notice is that his ankles are locked to the legs of the stool, and the legs of the stool are bolted to the floor. So the circus gig? How'd you like it? His hands slowly curl into fists, and the knuckles turn white with tension. I see. Understand, I mean... Do you blink? Or wink, I guess. I guess not. Okay, we'll see you around. We need to save these people. These people are horribly enslaved by clowns. Shelves are filled with jars, and the jars are filled with things. Really weird things. Look closer. You lean a little closer to inspect the jar. They mostly contain malformed and/or mutated animals. Pickled in formaldehyde. A three-headed kitten, some kind of ferret or weasel with 8 legs, a twisted Mobius loop of a snake without a head or tail. Weird, crazy stuff. One shelf seems devoted to huge, gross, pale grubs, like fat, featureless white worms, the size of a sweet potato. The one on the end is larger than the others, and has a shiny black eyes. Somehow, someone has painted its face in, and apparently parody of clown makeup. Ugh. Now take a closer look. The pasty white face has been painted with little blue tingles over and under the eyes. The creature has a long, thin slash of a mouth as well, and the area around it has been painted with bright red lipstick. Black eyes flash red as the thing suddenly thrashes in its jar, spinning to face you and stretching its mouth open, revealing rows of yellow shark teeth. You stumble back with a cry of shock. Ah! Got you pretty good there, Missy. What is that? Ain't it a real critter? It's made of rubber and clay and doll parts and such. Got an electromagnet under the shelf to move it with. Takes a little push button gizmo out of his pocket to show you. Should have seen your face. You about jumped right out of your boots. Ugh. That's a dick. These shelves are displaying a large collection of strangely painted eggs. You see several shelves full of white eggs, which each one painted with a unique pattern of colorful shapes. A small placard pinned to one of the shelves says, "Clone eggs." Clone eggs. God. Clown eggs. In the circus community, it's traditional for each clown to paint their chosen makeup pattern into an eggshell. These clown eggs are achieved for future references to ensure that no one chooses a pattern that has already been used. It is considered extremely taboo to wear another clown's face. They must be the eggs for the clowns that work in these circuses. You recognize a few of them, like the clown here in the sideshow tent and the ticket seller clown out front. Inspect the eggs more closely. Hey, step back, please. No touching. Sorry. This looked like be one of those weird bent mirrors to make you look all crazy. As if there wasn't enough crazy-looking stuff around here already. Reflection on the mirror is short and squashed, looking folded up like an accordion. You spend a moment moving back and forth in front of the mirror, seeing how the image changes. It's kind of amusing. It makes you look really stretched out and thin. Your limbs twist and writhe like snakes as you move around. It's a bit unsettling, and your muscle ache a little sympathetically. Gah! The mirror somehow shows you what you look like in clown makeup. Bloodshot eyes stare back at you from a pasty white face painted with an odd pattern of red triangles in the flickering lantern light. It almost looks like she winks at you. Alright, I'm getting out of here. I don't care about this place anymore. I need to go. We will save these people, but not today. Red Hots, called the clown behind his food stand. Red Hots footlongs, 2 kinds of mustard. There's also a small sign that says lost and found. Clown grins and gestures at a little charcoal grill behind him. Howdy, ma'am. Interested in a hot foot-long sausage? Are they actually footlongs? 12 inches? Because a lot of guys say that, but... I'm just going to stop you right there, seeing as there's ladies and children present. You want one or not? I'd like to see the lost and found. Oh, sure thing. What do you lose? Lucky bottle cap. The clown pulls a wooden box out from under the counter and looks inside. Appears you're in luck. This one's yours. He puts the box on the counter for you to see and turns back to his grill for a moment. Look inside. A box contains a shiny bottle cap on a metal little chain, a folding pocket knife, a white silk handkerchief, a bottle of smelling salts. Let's take the keychain. Yep, that's the one. Thanks. No problem, ma'am. Can I look? I guess that was a thing to steal something else, I guess. Can I do this? Oh my god, yes. What did I say? Thanks. Sure, no problem. I'm going to steal every single thing that's in here. I want it. Lost and found, please. My pocket knife. Here's your in luck. And pocket knife's mine. Let's see here. 3 lost and found. My bottle of smelling salts. And boom. Yep, well, I just cleared out the lost and found. Let's see, smelling salts. Gives you 1 additional action point when used in combat. Pocket knife. A little folding pocket knife like this one isn't going to be useful as a weapon, but you never know when it might come in handy for something else. Plus, it was free. Thankfully, the previous owner of this does not appear to have gotten any use of it. Lucky cap. Yeah, we already got that. Alright, so now we can give his bottle cap back to the boy. Talk to the vendor. Howdy, ma'am. Care to treat yourself into an ice-cold soft drink? Said you're selling them in bottles? That's right. Got the newfangled crown cork bottle caps and all. Do you make the drinks yourself? If you're asking, we have a wagon dedicated to brewing and bottling 3 different kinds of soda in our traveling carnival. No. We stock up as we pass through the large towns. How much are there? 205 meat? Yeah, it's for the deposit of the bottle. No thanks. I'm spending so much shit here. Sweet! Step right up, miss. Step up and try one of the world's newest candy sensations. What is it? Cotton candy, the finest in several senses of the word. Spun sugar created through the revolutionary new process. It's so light and sweet and fluffy, it's like eating butterfly dreams and kitten wishes. So it's actually made of cotton. What? No, cotton is indigestible, no matter how much chocolate you cover it in. Found that out the hard way, did you? How much does it cost? Yeah, give me the cotton candy. Count puts his slide whistle down on the counter, ducks underneath, and comes back up with a paper cone, which he holds in the mouth of the metal box. He pulls down a lever, and the machine makes a thin squealing sound as a glittering white spun sugar collects around the paper cone in a fluffy cloud. Here you go. Oh, goodness. Oh, God, he's moving back and forth. Howdy, miss. Anything else I can do here? Can you tell me more about the circus? Weren't you on the other side of the... Yeah, let's say... Oh, nope, that's the other balloon guy. He just dressed alike and used the same face paint. Did we fool you? He grins and gives you a big, exaggerated wink. I see. I thought it was taboo to wear another clown's face. Really, it's more of a carnival, but let's not split hairs. Okay, yeah. There's Barnaby guy, Okay, see you around, clown. I wander off. Alright, let's go give this bottle cap back to the kid. Also, there was, like... Did we get, like, 3 items? Hanky, lucky cat, pocket knife. I wonder if any of these belong to any of these guys in here. Can I ask you a question? Never mind. Alright, I guess not. Can I talk to the clown inside? Hey, miss, welcome. Ask a question. What's with those weird mirrors? Ain't they a riot? What they call an optical illusion. Uh-huh. God. I was asking about the people. Alright, ask question. About the people. You met the freaks? Ain't they a scream? The one with the giant eyeball hit is my favorite. Nice, quiet fella. Uh-huh. If you have questions about the other two, feel free to ask them personally. I wouldn't want to be telling tales out of school. Since the eye guy can't talk, though, you can ask me about him if you want. Alright, what can you tell me about him? Not much, I'm afraid. To be honest, he joined us at about a year ago? Maybe a little less. Where'd he come from? No idea. Weird, ain't it? You think a fella looks like that, you've read about him in all the papers, right? Well, yeah. Sure is mysterious. How'd he get like that? Couldn't tell you. I bet you've got a theory, at least. Heh. Well, maybe he saw something no human fella should ever see. Why is he locked in his chains? Ah, you noticed that, did you? Real shame, that is. Fella's a bit unpredictable. Has a violent spell once in a while. Gosh. Don't you worry none. I'm keeping an eye on him. More like he's chained up here against his will. This place is awful, actually. Hi, ma'am. Did you find my lucky bottle cap? Is this the one? Yeah, that's it. Thank you, ma'am. No problem, kid. That's it. Hello again, ma'am. Say, that's a real nice balloon. You want to trade? I'll give you my lucky bottle cap for it. Okay. Thanks again, ma'am. The kid runs off with his new balloon. Wow. I got it back, I guess. So that kid, because you can't imagine there's more than one person around here who would be so into a bottle cap that they'd hang it on their keychain. This place is weird. And I don't have, like, the, I don't think there's anything else for me to do here. Because I definitely don't have, like, the ability to just win one of these games and get a ticket yet. Let's see. Bead, muscle, mysticality. That doubles everything else. Lower that thing down. Hug. Yeah, I don't think I can do anything here yet. Well, here, let me check real quick. I'll be right back. Alright, well, going through everything else, I can't get my mysticality up high enough to win at the, or my moxie up to test your arm, for the, test your aim game. I need to eat 2 different kinds of foods to actually bring it up to that level. I don't think any of these increase moxie, do they? Muscle, mysticality, this one. But that's about it. With all the things I can equip, I would still, you know, be short. So, for now, we're gonna have to leave. Let's go somewhere else for now. Let's just deal with the dudes at the abandoned pickle factory. Find an abandoned crate with 4 all dead stumps on the side. Maybe the shippers decide with wasn't worth the effort considered. Open up with the crowbar. Military grade whiskey. Yeah, I'm down. That's fine. Pickle factory. It's closed. You feel a sudden electrical jolt as your hand touches the doorknob. Ouch. Oh no, you're late for your shift. Miss Vlass is gonna be so mad. She might literally bite your head off. Okay, well, not literally, probably. Quick, get suited up. You clock in and hurriedly put on your bright green overalls. Miss Vlass, as predicted, is furious. Late again. You better stop taking this job for granted. You think you're gonna find a place with a nice dormitory and reasonably priced company store like ours somewhere else? With your skills? Ha! You're doing 3 shifts today, Buster. Get to work. You're on pickle hopper duty. I start my shift. I didn't ask for this. Pickle hopper duty runs you ragged, like always, keeping the little hoppers filled to keep a constant flow down the chutes. Means you're constantly at a near sprint because you have to manage the cuck shunts to keep the levels equal. If you get uneven pickle levels, Miss Blast knows. Nobody knows how she knows, but she knows. A whack from her cane is the minimum you'll get. Damn it. At the end of the first 6-hour shift, you get a brief break. You cram a stale cheese sandwich into your mouth while Miss Blast glares at her pocket watch, counting down 3 minutes to the second. Break's over. Second shift. You get over the salt tank now. Oh, God. Managing the salt tank isn't as strenuous as the pickle hopper, but it's still a never-ending tension. The brine concentration has to be constantly monitored and kept at a very specific measurement, which means constant adjustment. Meanwhile, you can feel yourself desiccating from the haze of salt dust that fills the room. If anything in this place kills you, it's probably going to be salt tank duty. White lung is nasty business. Cough on your own time, and get that what the hell? Salinity back to normal. It's supposed to be 976 part per thousand. How hard is that to remember? 976, idiot. Please let me out of here. You get another 180-second break before third shift. You spend most of it drinking water. The company doesn't charge for water, but you've heard of rumors they're considering it. Break's over. Get to the boiler. Oh no, please let me out, please. The boiler duty means shoveling coal into a furnace that runs a gigantic tank of boiling vinegar. It stings in here. You try to work with your eyes closed, but Miss Blast screams if you drop any coal on the floor, or if you let the temperature get too low, or too high, or just for no particular reason. At least you're used to to the smell of boiling vinegar. In fact, you can't smell anything anymore. Let me out, please let me out. 190 degrees, idiot. No one, not 190, 89. Not 191. What do you think we pay for you for? You don't really miss your sense of smell, or not coughing all the time. You don't really want anything anymore, except to die. Let me out. Let me out. Oh God, I'm going insane. With a gasp, you finally snap out of the horrible hallucination, or possession, or whatever the hell that was. Jeez, you can still feel the sting of vinegar vapor in your eyes. Oh God, did I just have like an entire flashback? Enter the pickle factory. My character just had straight up like non-flashbacks. It says factory activation lever. Pull it? You pull the lever and nothing happens. Something in the machinery room must not be set up correctly. Rats. Anything on the floor? Trash smells like half... Okay. I saw a ghost. Well, there's a ghost that seems to be in each room, I'm guessing? Yeah. Okay. But you know what? I am going to end the episode here. If you guys enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I shall see you all next time. Goodbye.